According to the United Kingdom's Royal College of Pediatrics and Child Health, the biggest health epidemics of our time today is mental health. This brings me to the topic I'd like to talk about today briefly. I'd like to talk about the Children's Society report that just came out recently. Let me start by welcoming you to my channel. Thank you for being here today, and as usual, I just like to say a big thanks to the Most High for making today possible and for making it possible for you to be here today. I just hope that there's something that you can get that you will find useful for yourself and for your family, especially your children, from what we are going to talk about. So recently, I'm not sure if you are aware of it, here in the UK, there's this report that came out. It came out of the Millennium Cohort Study, which is a study that's is an ongoing study. It's following the lives of 19,000 United Kingdom born children. These are children that are born between the year 2000 and 2001. So this study has just been following their lives. So this week, the Children's Society brought out a report that is just some findings that they have taken out of this Millennium Cohort Study. So 11,000 children were surveyed in 2015. So 22% of these girls and 9% of boys, they said they've self-harmed in the year before this survey. So self-harming is when they deliberately hurt themselves, maybe punch themselves, cut themselves with knives, scissors, bottles, whatever, burn themselves with cigarettes. In whatever way they harm themselves deliberately. So 22% of the girls said they had done this in the previous year, and 9% said they had done this. So they found the self-harm worst. About 46% more. 46% of these children surveyed self-harmed amongst the ones that were sexually attracted to members of the same sex and both genders. So they are attracted to girls and attracted to boys at the same time. So 46% of them self-harmed. So that was almost double. The way this survey was done was through questionnaires, so they had to answer these questions, showing whether they've self-harmed or not. So 5,624 of the girls, they responded to this question, and out of these 5,624, 1,237 of them self-harmed. So like a quarter of them responded by saying that they had actually self-harmed. So therefore, we can extrapolate from this study that in the United Kingdom, 109,000 children may have self-harmed. These are 14-year-olds. 109,000 of them self-harmed in 2015. So out of these 109,000 children who self-harmed, 76,000 of them are girls, and 33,000 of them are boys. So this also ties in with what the United Kingdom National Health Service have released, the data they released this month. So according to the NHS, they have seen a marked increase in hospital admissions due to self-harm. So in the year 2017, what they discovered was that 13,463 children were admitted to the hospital because of self-harm. This is an astonishing rise, it's a marked increase from the from 1997, so in 1997 they had 7,327 increase. I mean, they had 7,327 hospital admissions due to children, 14-year-olds who have self-harmed. But in a decade, in the period of 10 years, this has almost doubled. So within these 10 years, something obviously is happening that's making more children to self-harm. So, so what is the government doing about this? The government, part of what they are doing is that they are giving an extra 300 million pounds to schools to support their mental health system. So, but we want to know, what is causing this? What has made our children in the space of a decade to double their, the self-harm? What is happening? Well, according to Emma Thomas, she's the chief executive of Young Minds. It's a mental health charity here in the UK. She thinks poverty, discrimination, education system, and social media is to blame. I mean, this everyone will agree that poverty, discrimination, and the education system is to blame. Just to bring your mind back to a direct quote from the Royal College of Pediatrics and Child Health. Quote, "This country's mental health crisis is not going to go away overnight, but with appropriate action from government, there is hope that fewer children will have mental health worries and be happier with their life as a result." End quote. So we have identified that in the United Kingdom there is a mental health crisis. That's what the professionals are saying. That's what the health professionals are saying. That's what the teachers are saying. There is a mental health crisis going on that's making a quarter more of the of 14-year-olds to self-harm actually go to the extent of cutting themselves, that they have to be admitted. I know, they are identifying a lot of stuff, like what they're saying is causing it. They are saying bullying, school pressure, emotional abuse, grieving, relationship problem with family or friends is causing it. Personally, I think personally, of all these reasons that I've been giving: bullying, school pressure, emotional abuse, grieving, relationship problems with family and friends, they've always been there. I mean, think about it. In the last, which of these reasons has not been present with us in this, in this day and age? There's money issue. People have been, children have been having problems with family and friends. There's been always emotional abuse. But the only thing that personally, I mean, it's just my personal opinion, the only thing that's new, that's come new to this list, the only reason that I personally we say has, is contributing a lot to the pressure on our children For me, I think it's social media. I don't know about you, but it's social media. This morning, just on a side note, this morning my daughter came to me and said, "Oh, have you seen Kim Kardashian's neck implant?" I was like, what is neck implant? And I looked at this picture. She's actually got a neck implant. And then she showed me a lot of other people, celebrities with neck implants. If you think about it, this is quite alarming. This is alarming. um if you look at the number of our children, 10-year-olds to 14-year-olds who are following these celebrities, there's quite a lot of them following these celebrities. And I mean, what are they learning from these celebrities? That's why I tend to think that social media is contributing a lot to the mental health issues our children are having. I don't know about the rest of the world, but here in the UK where I live, where the National Health Service has seen a quarter increase in the number of children they admit to their hospitals, cutting themselves, harming themselves. Personally, because I can't see any of these reasons as new apart from social media. I think social media is contributing a lot. So what can we do as parents? I mean, in the UK here, fine enough. The government is um as I was saying, the government here in the UK is pledging an extra 300 million pounds to invest in the in schools mental health system, whereby they can try and support the children's mental health. As a parent, I appreciate this. I really do. But I don't think that this is is addressing the issue enough. Why do I think so? If you look at the reasons that they have given, okay, they've given relationship problem with family and friends as a cause, emotional abuse, school pressure, bullying, depression, and the way children look. I just don't think as a parent that the school is going to be able to address all these issues, you know, by pledging this extra 300 million pounds into the school system. This is not going to address the root cause, all of the root causes of this problem. Because one big issue why girls have been self-harming is as a result of issues they are having with the way they look. And if you think about it, a lot of this is due to social media in this day and age of wanting to look perfect for the cameras, this age of selfies. Children are being bombarded with images that they want to imitate. They want to look at it like these celebrities who have been photoshopped. I mean, a lot of these things are unreal, but our children are watching these people, and they are at an impressionable age where they think this is how they ought to look like. They want to dress like this. They want to look at these celebrities who have had multiple surgeries. So, and when they feel that they don't look like this, then they begin to get emotional problems from this. And that's one reason that a lot of girls have been self-harming here in the UK, because they want to take selfies and look like celebrities. So I don't really see that this 300 million is going to address this issue enough, because we are not addressing, I mean, we cannot stop social media like being targeted at our children. I don't really see how they can do that at this stage we are in the society. So I just feel that one way that we as parents can support our children is to just be more careful, be more careful and listen to them and watch out for, the warning signs. So some of the warning signs you might want to look for if you want to prevent your son or your daughter from falling into this category of self-harming 14-year-olds, 10-year-olds, or even some are as old, as young as 9 years. You know, is as a parent, um, some of the techniques I've kind of worked out. Not I haven't worked it out, but it's just like it's probably a lot of it is common sense things to work, watch out for to prevent your children from falling into this self-harming group. Like, watch them if they are becoming unusually edgy, touchy, or snappy. If they start isolating themselves from family, they're getting withdrawn, and you look at them, this is not how they have been. It's a sudden thing with them that they are now shunning being with family. They are not shunning, being with friends. They lock themselves off in their rooms. They are not communicating as usual. Or you notice a sudden change in the way they eat, in their eating pattern. A sudden change in maybe weight loss or weight gain. Another thing to watch out for is if you notice that they have low self-esteem. I mean, as a parent, with daughters, I notice that self-esteem, not just with daughters, with sons as well, self-esteem is a big thing. Um, I just think personally that you cannot tell your sons and your daughters, you know, how how much you appreciate them, how much you love them for the way they are. They are handsome, they are beautiful. You can't tell them too much of this. They are beautiful, they are handsome, because they are so much bombarded everywhere they go to on social media. There's so much pressure. There is so much pressure on them to look a certain way that I, as a parent, I feel that we just have to build our children up, that to the extent that, no matter what they see, no matter the celebrity they are looking at, they are secure in who they are. They know who they are. They have a good self-worth. It's not teaching your children to be arrogant, but to have that self-worth, inner sense of being that who they are inside is what who they look, how they look outwardly. So building up their self-worth is a very important factor in my eyes. And trying to talk to them, remind them that what they are seeing on social media is not reality. I tell my kids, like, this like a stage. It's not real. These people don't look like this 24/7. you know they are Photoshop, they have expert makeup artists. It's just unreal. So do not don't try to emulate them. um so we listen to them. I know, teenagers, it's not very easy sometimes to listen to them. There are times you want to listen to them, they don't want to listen to you, or they don't have time for you. But we can only keep trying. It's only when we keep trying and try to build that rapport with them at all times that we can notice when there's something going on in their lives. Just keep reaffirming. We just, as parents, have to keep reaffirming how much love we have for them, and show support for them whatever is happening in their lives. Let them know that you are always, you have their back. Let them know that you love them, you have their back, you support them, whatever is going on, even if it's not something that you don't like. I know it's not a very easy thing. you know it's not a very easy thing, because sometimes our teenagers, get up to things that we as parents, we don't support. But we also were teenagers, we were young people, you know, at the time we were young. A lot of us have passed through these stages that they are passing through, so we can identify with them, and show that even though we don't support what is going on, but we have their back, we are there for them, no matter what happens. Recently I was talking to my daughter, and I told her, no, tell me two things that you like best about me. And she told me that one of the things she likes about me, the first thing she said was that I'm supportive. I tell you, this is the best compliment. This is the best compliment that I have ever gotten. For my daughter to tell me that I am supportive. I mean, it makes everything worthwhile. I may not have £1,000,000, I may not have millions in my bank account, but to me that is more than millions. So let's just try to support them, and listen is listen. I can't say this enough. I've got 3 children, 24 years, 21 years, and a 16-year-old. So I think I know what I'm talking about when I say I know it's not easy to listen to young people, because when you want to listen to them, they don't want to talk to you. And it's when you have something you are doing, then they want to talk to you. But we just have to do our best and listen. I have been talking about I'll be talking about the Millennium Cohort Study, which is a study that's currently following the lives of 19,000 children born in the United Kingdom between the year 2000 and 2001. And the recent finding that was brought out by the Children's Society report, they found that they found that out of the 11,000 children surveyed in this age group, they found that a lot of them have been self-harming. From the study, we could gather that 109,000 United Kingdom children, 14-year-olds, may have self-harmed in 2015. So that's what I'll be talking about. That's a very alarming report. It's alarming. That also tied in with the recent National Health Service data that was released this month in the United Kingdom, of which they said that in the year 2017 they had 13,463 hospital admissions of children who had self-harmed. This was a marked increase from the year 1997, where they had 7,327 children admitted. So as parents, I think that this is a alarming report, and so we've just been talking about ways that we can help our children to build them up, and help them to not to be part of this group of children who are self-harm. And if they are self-harming, we listen and support them in whatever way that we can. Our children are the most important things that we have, and let us continue to support them. Let us continue to have their backs, because when they go out there, there's a lot of pressure on them. There's a lot of peer pressure. There's a lot going on with social media. It's really difficult, and the only thing we can do is to do our best as parents. So thank you very much for listening to me. Thank you for listening and coming to my channel. I hope to see you again. Until then, remain blessed and stay cool. Thank you for listening today. I just pray that the Most High will continue to help us as we try and do our best to bring up our children to become happy citizens in this day and age that is, they are so bombarded with so many different pressure from different corners. Thank you for visiting my channel today. Please, if you liked what you heard today, if you liked it, please don't forget to subscribe and support me by showing this video to friends and family members. And I hope this is not the last time you see me. Until then, stay blessed.